Hello ladies and gentle frogs, my name is Epic but you can call me Dan. I'm joined by D4Dad for a 5 simple steps to improving your YouTube videos.
Hi Epic, you okay?
Hey, yeah, good man, you?
Yeah, so you're saying that I need to improve my videos with 5
Not necessarily.
steps.
This is for anyone out there who is struggling to improve videos, and I'm going to show you 5 simple steps in how you can turn just a basic video into a masterpiece.
Cool, we definitely need that because I've noticed some of your video tutorials have been excellent.
Well, thank you.
I do need to start improving the quality of
If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'll leave a link to a video I did called Hello Neighbour. Definitely go check that out. This is what most of the big YouTubers tend to do with their videos. These are just 5 easy ways in which you can just make the video just that little bit better.
Cool, let's have a look then.
So, step 1 is going to cut out the boring bits.
That's like 99% of our videos. So how to turn a 30-minute video into 4 minutes.
Yes, it's knowing which bits are boring, and it's not necessarily boring to us, it's boring to the viewer, stuff the viewer does not need to see.
99.9% of our videos then, yeah.
Right, so with this video here, this is Orcs Must Die. This is a video which will be going out shortly after this video, so make sure you look out for that. Right, so for this bit, personally, if I was doing the video myself, I wouldn't want to have all this bit of the introduction in the video
idea,
because it's something that, fair enough, it may be a bit like to the storyline, but we're just messing around, so we don't really need the introduction in that. So what we're going to do, I should have showed people there, so it's roughly about here. And what I like with Sony Vegas is we can just cut it out to about there.
Okay.
We roughly want it about there where the screen goes to black. Then we're going to press S on the keyboard and it's going to split the video time.
Okay, nice one.
Then we are going to move all the way forward to where I want the video to actually start. So using this drag tool, you can drag the video out. This is just for people who are new to Sony Vegas. If you're familiar with Sony Vegas, you'll know how to do all this. Cut through this and get to the bit where we start, which is right here. We're going to press S again on the keyboard to split it. Then we're going to click this whole video and just delete it.
Cool. And what about the audio?
The audio is already linked to the video, so it's all good. The video track and the audio are linked together. If you want to unlink them though, just press U, and if you want to group them together, you want to click the selected video track, then hold Control, click the selected audio track, right click, go to group, and then create new, or you could just press G.
Okay, cool. Okay,
so now that's step 1, cut out the boring.
Not bad at all.
So step 2, smooth transitions.
Ooh.
This is going to involve a swoosh sound effect, which you can get from Mchapelle's video. I'll link that in the description. It also includes some transitions.
Oh, nice one.
So we're going to click this plus tool down here and we're going to zoom in on the timeline. So now this is where the 2 video tracks kind of cut over. Now that's okay on its own. Like it just fades out and then fades back in. It looks like it's very smooth. Normally, I would probably just leave that. So I'm just going to pretend, just say this is a jump between 2 different bits in the game. We are going to, first of all, move the second timeline over the first timeline by about 10 seconds.
Okay.
Then we're going to do the same to the other side. So we've roughly got 19 seconds worth of overlap on the 2 videos. And if we play this, what it does is it will fade it over onto the new one. And it's a bit difficult because obviously it fades to black, so we can't really see it. But then we're going to go to one of these transitions, click it, and then just drag it onto the selected video. And what this does now is as this goes to this bit, it fades over like that. You can see that it just kind of slides over.
Yeah, okay.
And the final thing we do is if we right click down here under the audio track, and we can insert either an audio track or a video track. So I'm going to insert another audio track, then I'm going to go to the media, and I'm going to go to the swoosh, and I'm going to just drag this on to a different audio track. Then put the swoosh anywhere between where we've got the transition. Then I probably will just bump up the volume a bit, just a tiny bit. And then if we play this, there we go. It's created a very nice swoosh transition. Yeah. So that is step 2.
So we've got swooshing transitions.
Yes. And step 3 is background music.
Now,
this is a very
contentious.
Contentious area because on YouTube you have to try and find some non-copyright sounds. There is a person called Kevin McLeod who does copyright-free music, so any of his music, to my knowledge, is usable on YouTube. If you're not sure, you can always go to the YouTube audio library.
Yeah, the link's going to be in the description as well. And Kevin's website is in there as well, just to make sure. And
also make sure you always check the Creative Commons license use.
And you always put the credits in your own video as well for him.
So these are all on Mchapelle sound effects. Shout out to Mchapelle again. His link will be in the description, plus all his free sound effects packs, so make sure you go over and let him know. And for this bit, for the first one, I'm going to probably use the builder.
Okay.
Because this is a part where we start. It's all okay, but it's a bit bland.
It's a bit dull, yeah.
Yeah, so if we go to the builder, and we're just going to drag this alongside... And as you see, the music track does not start till about roughly here. So we are just going to click this bit, wait until we get the 2 arrows pointing horizontal, and we're just going to drag it all the way back.
Nice.
And then just link this up with where this video starts.
Which one's you? Are you the...
We've got a very nice flowing video with music.
That's a lot better. And you can actually alter the volume of that particular audio track
by moving this up. If we move this to 0 decibels, it'll be normal volume. If we move it up 12 decibels, it'll be louder. And if we can move it all the way down to its minus infinity, that's how low we can go to. But for this one, because I think it's roughly the same as our voices.
All right. Okay. Right. Hey. Right. So. Okay.
Just slightly lower than our audio track then.
So you can always drag this down, and I think that works very nice.
All right. Okay. Right. Hey. Right. So.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So as you see, that just makes it a lot more nicer. That's step 3.
Background music.
Step 4 is zoom and pausing.
Now the zoom I completely mess up, I must admit.
Yeah.
So this is going to be good to see.
It's very simple. We are going to use this bit where I'm putting down all the stuff and you're unaware of what I'm doing.
Yeah, at this particular point I didn't know you could actually build.
Yeah, so beforehand I've already gone into this book and got these traps, and you were unaware of what I was doing.
Okay, cool.
So what I'd like to do on this bit, just point out in the video that where I'm getting all this stuff from. How I'm going to do that is I'm just going to pause on the screenshot and then zoom in on this area down here where I've got all the stuff.
Okay, nice one, yeah.
So how you do this is, first of all, I'm just going to play it.
What are you doing?
So where it's got what are you doing, I'm going to stop it right there, and I'm going to press S again to cut the video. Now on this bit, before we move anything, I'm going to go up here to preview quarter, going to go to best, going to go to full, and then going to click this floppy disk icon where you can save a snapshot to your file.
Okay.
All you need to do is just click it, then you can just anywhere, going to go to pictures, we can just save this as aux power-ups. Yep.
So that's just basically saved the image then, yeah?
Yeah, and what it's done is it saved it in the folder you've chosen, it's also added it to your project media.
Nice one.
Just drag this video out, get the selected image, and just put it onto the video. This has created just a standstill image, something that we don't want for too long, because if we do this, see, it just ruins the entire flow of the video. All I want is a quick little, just to point out to the viewers what I'm doing, even though they've seen what I'm doing,
but
you're unaware.
Okay.
So first of all, we're just going to move this down so the track is roughly, I'd say, 1.5 minutes in length. You can always just move this around, but we're going to once again press this
just like a few seconds
top bar to move it in. Yeah, where there's no audio, you can just cut this down, so when it goes back,
I'm building stuff
there, so just go straight to voice. So we're using technically,
but you could drop another sound effect in there as well, couldn't you?
Yeah. What we're going to do for this bit now is we've got the just pause, but it's just paused. There's nothing
you're going to do
saying.
Are you going to do zoom, pan and crop?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I'm just going to go to the sound effects. I'm going to select ding.
Ding.
And this is a very like a bell.
Oh,
like the bell from the Hello Neighbour I did, where we got the bell and the ding.
Okay.
And this is just like you know when in cartoons they get an idea and a light bulb is above their head.
What are you doing?
Nice, yes. Okay.
And preferably, because the ding's only that long, I'm actually going to move this back so it's the same length as the ding.
Yeah, okay.
And it just creates a very nice little, and that ding just
nothing like a good ding on your videos, isn't it? Really, yeah.
And it just alerts the viewer that there's something to pay attention to.
Right, okay.
we've done the pause.
Yep.
So now it's the zoom. And on every video, there is this event pan and crop tool.
No way, I never noticed that.
Yeah.
Right,
and it's a square, and all you need to do is just click it, and then you've got this entire whole position, and it shows you everything to do with the video, the pixels, the center, the Y center, the X center, the angles, and, you know, all that stuff you did in maths and grids, and you know, most
those
students,
lessons that we never listened to.
Most students were going, oh, when will I need this in my life?
Yes, X amount of years later,
you kind of
when
wish
you're
you paid
video
attention.
editing.
Yeah, when you're video editing on YouTube, and then you're confused, and you're like, oh, what to do? So obviously, if you move around with this, one quick tip is you can always right-click and click Restore, and it will just restore it. Or if you want to flip it horizontal, if you want to flip it vertical. So yeah, it's a bit weird, but we can just click Restore. I want to enlarge on these bits because this is where I'm going to do the whole, you need to look at this bit here. So we're just going to move it down to about here. So the main point we're looking at is this bit. It's at the very bottom of the screen, so it's very weird to try and do it that close. So I'd preferably not do that.
If it was a central image, it'd be a lot easier.
Yeah, if I was doing it on the pumpkin head, it would look a lot better. And what we can also do, usually you can have like an arrow pointing down to this.
No, you're not. No, you're not putting noob on there.
But
you're going to put noob on, aren't you?
Yeah. But
no way.
Obviously, you are new to the game. I found this. It's a noob alert thing where I'm just going to put it right above there.
You're going to love this. You're going to put this on all the videos, aren't you?
It's just so the viewers can kind of get a little glimpse into
my noobiness.
Right. Make sure you always remember to center it. No worries. So we've got like a little.
How am I going to center this if I even can't work out how to play a game and put traps down?
It's like that, and maybe that was a bit too quick. In editing, I'll probably just open that a bit more.
The less people that see that, the better, I think.
Yeah. Well, I'll just play it a few more times just to make sure we get the flow right. So, like that. And as you see,
I'll try it again just to make sure. Yeah. Okay.
So as you see, it's just a little editing tweak like that, as opposed to just the video playing and then the viewer going, "Wait, what was he saying about how'd you do what?" I'm pointing out that A, it's this, and B, you're a noob. So it's all good.
You're pushing it. You really are. Yeah.
So
swiftly moving on.
That's step 4. Now, finally, step 5 is the final touches.
Right.
And this can just be anything. This can be little editorial tweaks. And what I'm going to do is the video is fine.
It's
dark. I really like, but it's a bit too dark. Could be. They're in places where it's probably a bit too dark for the viewer. So I'm going to add 2 things. First of all is a color correction.
Okay.
I've got presets, but I'll just put on a quick default. And if you want to do it for the entire video track, just drag it on to
the main box on the
left. And you'll know you've got a video track FX because this will be green as opposed to it being white here.
Okay.
If you want to put it onto a specific video track, so just say this bit where we did the whole zoom in noob alert, just say I wanted to put in like red for a warning sign.
Okay.
I can just drag that on, and as you see, it's just done it to that individual one, but it hasn't done it to any of the others.
Nice.
So I'll leave that there. For this, we're just going to go back to color corrector. If you lose where you are, you can always click track FX, and then we're just going to play with this a bit. We can just move the saturation all the way up so the colours stand out a bit more.
So that's doing everything on that line?
Yes. Okay. So even this one. So if I was to do this one, it moves up. But it'll also do it for this one, and this one, and even this one. So as you see, they all kind of like...
So this is very similar to the way we did those unsharpened masks on the Photoshop tutorials.
Yeah, very similar.
Okay.
What we can do is we can just mess around with saturation. I'm just going to do like a quick thing. So you said it was a bit too dark, so we can just move the gamma just up a bit. And it doesn't have to be too much. You don't want to just go overboard and just go all the way up like that. You just want just a bit off one, because one's the middle, and then see what works best for the video and for you. Move this out a bit. So there, the video's a bit brighter now.
Yeah.
Move the gain up, and then the offset, we could just... Because we've probably put the gain up a bit too much. We can just move that down. This was before, this is after, and you see it's just brightened up the video a bit.
Especially some of the dark areas of certain games,
Yeah. If that doesn't work, you can also go to color curves. If we move this one up, this is going to make it a bit brighter, but if we move this bottom one down this way, it's going to make it darker. Okay. So if you get like a very nice happy medium. between
the two. I suppose you can create your own presets then, yeah?
Yeah, how to create your own preset, just say we wanted to name this Orcs Must Die, we can do OMD for Orcs Must Die, and then click the floppy disk again. Then when you go back into color curves, if you click off it and then click on it again, here it is.
Right, nice.
OMD, Orcs Must Die.
Ah, so those ones you can do with like Half-Life and Uncharted.
Yeah, and I've got all my presets. If we just see what it's like with and without, if we just click off them, you can see that this is before.
Yeah.
The video looks a bit dull, a bit like off, and then this is after.
Right.
And the colours are all brought out. It looks a lot lighter, a lot good.
So some finishing touches with things like colour correction. What was the other one? Colour curves.
Yes. And you can go in depth with brightness and contrast as well. So if you want to make it a bit brighter, you can just click that. But the brightness is a bit fiddly. I prefer doing the whole colour curves and colour corrector because you can control it a bit more.
Nice one.
So that is 5 simple steps.
Why have you clicked back on there again?
Just a reminder. So step 1. Cut out the boring bits.
Yeah, 99% of the videos.
Step 2, smooth transitions.
Yeah, we got.
Which I think this one's kind of gone from this one, but it's okay. I'll just move this across. There we go. So second one was smooth transitions. Third one was background music.
Yep.
Fourth was zoom and pausing with this. Your favourite one. And then 5 was the finishing touches, the colour correction and colour curves.
Well, I'm going to start putting some of those things into our videos bit by bit, but I think that's cool. I do like that.
And it's just very simple stuff, and it just makes the video just a bit better.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for sort of showing me with that. Yeah,
yeah, that's fine. Hopefully you've learnt a lot of things,
including
mainly this one.
You're so predictable.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Thanks.
So no worries.
You can stop now. We can end the video. Yeah.
So thanks for watching. Hopefully this has improved your videos. Let me know if it has. And if you want any questions about any other editing tips, make sure to leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks L4lila D4Dad for joining me, and I'll see you guys on the next tutorial.
Yeah, thanks
Stay epic.
Cheers for that.
Bye.
Bye.